Hello, greetings and salutations. This is my entry for this week's discussion. I can't let it go. Things I wanted to talk about, some things on my mind. There was these thoughts running through my head. I was watching the Nina's lecture. Very interesting. I really like comics. Disabilities in comics. I have the Endgame poster in the background. But, anyways, it's crazy how um, there are just things that I like am suddenly aware of now. Is things that I realized I didn't ever realize before. That disabilities um, and superheroes and super villains don't go hand in hand unless there's like a purpose. And the fact that there has to be a purpose is the problem. Like we have to you um, if I like Professor X wouldn't really be Professor X to me wouldn't be the Professor X I know if he wasn't in a wheelchair. If he was a standing person walking around, it wouldn't really it it wouldn't feel right knowing that Professor X is supposed to be in a wheelchair. That's just what I grew up knowing. And another example that wasn't really touched on by Nina, but like it just came to my attention. With Captain America, Steve Rogers, before he became Captain America, he was just this scrawny little white guy from Brooklyn, and um, he didn't. And because of like the performance enhancers, he became Captain America. He became like all big and buff with abs and blah 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 blah. But uh, because he didn't fit the norm, he people didn't think he was worthy, and that's ridiculous. Like later we see that like the reason he becomes Captain America is because who he is as a person, not because of what he looked like or anything. Um, another thought that I wanted to talk about was from the TED Talk, or with the lady talking about disabled people. Um, they they weren't made to like inspire us, and this got me thinking. I always like self-reflect. I'm like, am I guilty of this? Am I guilty of like putting people um, up who have disabilities like up on this pedestal? And just the other day I was going through social media, and I saw this video that went viral of this kid in a gym trying to attempt a box jump. And if you've never done a box jump before, it's well, I mean, I can tell you now after the video, you don't need your arms to do a box jump, but it certainly helps. um, Sorry, I'm blanking. I don't know if I mentioned, but the kid didn't have any arms, but so which was uh, quite remarkable. Um, and um, Again, like with the thoughts of what from the TED Talk, like these things that we deem extraordinary of these people, or of people with disabilities, it's just ordinary for them. Like they're just trying to perform at the best of their capabilities. Just how, you know, or we're all just trying to perform at the best of our capabilities. If I went to the gym and did the same thing and recorded it, it wouldn't receive nearly as much praise, and as this kid. And that's what she was trying to get at. We don't need to praise these people with disabilities for doing ordinary things. As soon as we can flip that switch in our heads, or just be more aware of it. Like as soon as we can see things as just ordinary, like they're just trying to do what everyone else does, um, and get rid of that norm, I think we can have a better world. Thank you.